Sean Diddy Combs was back in a New York courtroom where he learned his sex trafficking and racketeering trial will begin in May. He's pleaded not guilty to all the charges. Lilia Luciano joins us now. Lilia, what more can you tell us about this case?
Hey there, Errol. Well, I'll tell you that yesterday in court, Sean Diddy Combs showed up smiling. His whole, well, not his whole family, his children, all of his children and his mother who traveled from Florida.
With the ongoing drama surrounding his indictment and the seriousness of the claims, Diddy has once again grabbed attention and caused a stir on the internet with a startling statement made during his recent court appearance. The music mogul is facing serious charges that have already caused a stir in the entertainment business. Diddy's court statements have sparked speculation about his complicated personal and business life in addition to raising eyebrows. What did he say that has everyone talking?
Just a year ago today, Diddy was issued a key to New York City. Now, fast forward that year, he's now been indicted in the very city that once showed him love. As prosecutors say, he now faces years and decades behind bars, giving a whole new meaning to bad boy for life.
In connection with his ongoing racketeering and trafficking case, Diddy made a major appearance in Manhattan federal court on Thursday. The hearing was a pivotal point in the legal process as a judge officially set a trial date for May 5th. As the music mogul navigates this difficult chapter, there is growing anticipation about how this high-profile case will play out and what effects it might have on his future business and personal life. This announcement highlights the gravity of the charges against him and the growing pressure surrounding his court battles.
Developing at 5, music mogul Sean Diddy Combs back inside a federal courtroom here in New York.
All right, a trial date's now been set for May 5th of next year. Lisa Everett live in Lower Manhattan with the very latest today. Lisa.
Well, Stephen, Natasha, this was Sean Diddy Combs' third time in the courthouse you see right behind me, his first time before a new judge. They did handle these calendar matters and also set that May 5th, 2025 date for the trial to begin. But what was most striking...
Diddy stated during his court appearance that he plans to testify against other parties in these cases as a means of easing his own legal issues, if this is true. This ruling could drastically change the story of the current processes and how they might affect the results for others who are also involved with him by helping the authorities Diddy in return for his testimony. He would try to position himself as a valuable witness who could result in fewer charges or a less sentence. As more information becomes available, the case's dynamics could drastically alter, and the public will be closely watching how this revelation affects the legal environment for all parties involved. This change in approach not only emphasizes how serious his situation is, but it also raises concerns about the consequences for his associates and the greater investigation.
Update on the Diddy story. So apparently he is going to testify. Rather, he says he wants to testify. Through his attorney, Mark Agnifilo, he says that he's just excited to be able to testify in court. Agnifilo said, "I don't know that I could keep him off the stand." I would be very careful if I was a lawyer signaling that to the public, because if we know for a fact that Diddy is saying that he has recordings, or people are implying that he has recordings of politicians that are in positions of power and music execs that are in positions of power, and he's itching to be able to testify, I would think that that puts him at risk, not of killing himself, but of maybe being killed in prison. And that is just a reality that we face. There have been many people that have been killed because of the secrets that they hold. And so I'm a bit concerned that he is signaling that he wants to testify in public. I will watch this closely, but let me say right now, very clearly, that Diddy did not kill himself.
120 victims have come forward with claims against Diddy, according to recent findings in the ongoing legal case. This substantial number of claims could have a significant impact on the proceedings, putting further pressure on Diddy and his legal team as they get ready to handle this complicated situation. As the legal fight progresses, the sheer number of accusations highlights the gravity of the charges and begs the question of how widespread the claims are. The appearance of so many accusers may change public opinion and increase scrutiny of Diddy's statements and actions. And this barrage of accusations not only strengthens the case but also draws attention to the possible consequences for his legacy and career, showing that he will have a difficult time defending himself against these grave charges.
As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point to pursue cases in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs. You should know, in this group, it is evenly divided between males and females. There are 60 males and 60 females.
The matter is still evolving, so it will be crucial to keep up with developments as the case goes forward. If these accusations are proven true, it might result in more severe legal repercussions and possibly change how the public sees him.
That one. Let me just read this here. So, Diddy's list of accomplices to be revealed in a new lawsuit, okay? In a new lawsuit. So, in this story, this lawyer comes out and just drops the bomb on everybody. Attorney Tony Busby revealed that a list of Sean Diddy Combs' alleged accomplices will be released in a new wave of lawsuits involving 120 victims. He promised the names will shock you. The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs.
Children, women, and men are allegedly on the list of alleged victims in the case against Diddy, suggesting that a diverse range of people have come forward with different claims. This diversity among the claimed victims could heighten the case's seriousness and make Diddy's legal situation even more complicated.
Against Sean P. Diddy Combs, a Texas attorney says he now represents, get this, 120 alleged victims, male and female, adults and children, whose allegations span more than 30 years. The accounts of the alleged victims have not been fully vetted, but their claims involve drug-fueled sexual assaults similar to what the feds described in their criminal indictment of the music mogul. Diddy's currently sitting in a federal jail awaiting trial on sex trafficking, racketeering, and conspiracy charges. He pleaded not guilty to all charges, and his attorney once again stated that his client emphatically denies any claim that he sexually abused anyone, end quote. Here's the bottom line. He looked for bail once, couldn't get it. Looked for it twice, couldn't get it. Hired new lawyers and is appealing again to try and get himself bail. We don't know whether that's going to be successful or not, but people are labeling it highly unlikely.
Diddy faces highly serious allegations, including trafficking, which has a required minimum of 15 years in jail, and racketeering, which carries a possible life sentence if found guilty. According to these claims, women are misled and forced to work, frequently while under the influence of drugs and threats. As the case develops, the consequences of such serious charges not only affect Diddy's personal freedom, but also threaten to damage his reputation in the music business. This underscores the seriousness of the accusations and the seriousness of the crimes, which put Diddy at real risk of long-term imprisonment if found guilty. The possible repercussions show how urgent it is for his legal team to put up a strong defense against the growing body of evidence and allegations that have surfaced during this turbulent time.
There's really no deal that the U.S. Attorney's Office can offer, and it's certainly not one that Diddy will accept. It would involve decades in federal prison. We're talking about mandatory minimum sentences of 10 years for both the drug charges and the sex trafficking. So we know that Diddy has fought charges before. There were state charges, there were gun-related, the nightclub shooting with J-Lo, but he's going to dig in his heels, and this case is going to trial. So if you're prosecutors, you really want to make sure that your evidence is bulletproof before you go down that route.
To make his defense stronger, Diddy has brought on a new group of well-known solicitors who are strongly defending him against the accusations. His legal team, which is led by lawyer Mark Agnifilo, has emphasized his innocence and promised to do everything in his power to clear his name. This strong legal team includes well-known lawyers like Alexander Shapiro, who has protected well-known clients like FTX's Sam Bankman-Fried. Diddy wants to present a strong defense against the grave accusations against him. Their combined experience in handling intricate court cases could give him a tactical edge as the case progresses, guaranteeing that all of the prosecution's arguments are fully refuted.
Each in their own right of defending clients accused from different ranges of crimes, white-collar crimes, death penalty cases, etc. But in your opinion, what will make Diddy's case different in terms of defending?
The biggest issue with his case is the number of alleged victims that are coming forward. And normally, when you have a case of one complainant against one defendant, instances of prior situations.
Details of the charges were discussed during the court appearance, and he told the judge that he meant to expose all parties involved. However, he chose to remain silent as he left the courthouse, keeping a strategic distance from the media in the face of rising scrutiny. His legal staff has also kept quiet about the matter, which has fueled rumors about what he will do next and how he plans to handle these grave accusations. As Diddy navigates this turbulent landscape, the lack of public commentary only heightens the intrigue surrounding his case and raises questions about what secrets may come to light in the days ahead. The anticipation builds as fans and observers await further developments in this high-profile legal fight. This calculated method may be part of a bigger strategy to manage the narrative and protect his interests as the legal proceedings unfold.
Procedural issues, working through some of the evidence in the case. Prosecutors said they collected 96 devices back in that March search of Combs's homes in Los Angeles and Miami. And when they searched him on his person, they said they'd begun going through them, encrypting some of them and giving them back to the defense. That will take some time. There are going to be some motions in this case. One of those was addressed today. Now, if the judge does not need them back in court, the next time we will see Combs back in court will be in December. Brianna?
And this comes in a dramatic contrast to his normal high-profile image as a music mogul known for his flamboyant style and extravagant lifestyle. He was caught on camera outside the courthouse, catching the public's attention and igniting widespread discussion, according to BBC reporters on the scene. This unexpected visual not only highlighted the seriousness of the racketeering and trafficking charges he faces, but also highlighted the serious consequences of his current legal problems as he navigates this turbulent chapter. The sight of the once iconic figure in such a compromising situation serves as a reminder of the legal fans, and onlookers are thinking how his career and legacy in the entertainment business will be affected as the judicial drama surrounding his case continues to develop. As the tale progresses, the public's reaction has been a mixture of shock, concern, and curiosity.
So, Brianna, the judge has set a May 5th trial date for Sean Diddy Combs to face those charges of racketeering, conspiracy, trafficking, and transportation. And now Diddy was in court today. He entered the courtroom wearing a jail-issued outfit, a khaki long-sleeve shirt, pants. He was also shackled at the ankles. His family members were in the courtroom, his mother and most of his children. He had waved to them, blew a kiss to his mother, and one of his sons had raised and flexed his arm, his bicep, as though to show a sign of strength. Now, this hearing was mostly about procedural issues, working through...
While navigating the throng of reporters outside the courthouse, Diddy kept a cool demeanor that suggested a determination to face the accusations, despite the serious circumstances surrounding his court appearance, directly showing to spectators that he is ready to defend himself against the charges made against him. With cameras flashing and questions flying, Diddy's calm demeanor served as a stark reminder of his resilience in the face of hardship, reinforcing the narrative that he will not back down easily. His ability to project confidence in the face of chaos may resonate with his fans who are still hopeful for his defense and believe in his innocence.
So what were the main takeaways? What happened inside that courtroom? And if you can give us a little flavor of what did you observe from the man himself, Sean Combs?
Yeah, Jesse, it was pretty interesting because I think, we have seen many photos, videos of Sean Combs, aka Diddy, through the Associated Press, through Instagram. And so to see him kind of in person after being in jail for 3 weeks now was pretty interesting, to say the least. And I say that by being that you would expect him to feel a little defeated, a little gaunt, anything like that. But it wasn't that case. He appeared confident. He stood tall. But most importantly and most notably, when he walked inside the courtroom, the first thing that he looked at was his family. As soon as he saw his family...
News reporters on the scene reported that Diddy even waved and smiled at his loved ones during his court appearance, showing a moment of familial solidarity despite the seriousness of the situation. Diddy's entire family met outside the courthouse to support him during this trying time. Despite the seriousness of the charges against him, Diddy's family's presence seemed to uplift his spirits by reminding him that he is not facing this battle alone. The poignant scene struck a chord with onlookers, highlighting the value of unity and support during difficult times.
But he was wearing a khaki prison-like jumpsuit when he appeared inside court, and his family appeared on their end very just happy to see him. Now, I will say when I was inside the courtroom, I was a little bit towards the back right side of the gallery. And so for seeing Sean Combs, I had to look through a few heads and stuff like that. But again, he appeared just kind of confident walking inside that courtroom, and it might have just been the look that his family...
This show of support from his family would have given Diddy more self-assurance when he addressed the public and media, emphasizing the value of family bonds in trying times. Despite the importance of the charges against him, the fact that he was able to grin shows that he is determined to stay strong and connected to people who love him. By reminding him of the love and loyalty all around him, these warm and supportive times can provide him the vital emotional strength he needs.
You've been able to speak to your son.
What did you say to him when you visited him in court? Is he doing... How are you feeling today?
As a pillar of strength, Diddy's mother offered special support by flying in from Florida to attend his court trial. Her appearance at the courthouse highlights the value of family during this trying time for the music mogul and exemplifies the steadfast support that can make a big difference when navigating the complexities of legal struggles. In addition to displaying her unwavering devotion to her son, her arrival serves as a reminder of the strength and love that a family can offer when a child faces hardship with his mother by his side. Diddy might be further inspired to face the accusations against him, strengthening his will to defend his image and fame.
He's a predator.
When is the last time you spoke to your
He's a
son?
predator.
What do
He's
you
a third
say on your son's allegations?
When's the last time you spoke to
Stand
your
under
son?
the predator. Do an interview with me. Your son is a predator. You ain't protect your son.
Got it.
Anyone else? I think the kids cost.
Witnesses noticed that Diddy was especially grateful for his mother's assistance, smiling and waving to her during their brief exchange among the day's stress. This action emphasizes the emotional and familial bonds that can give resilience when faced with hardship.
What was most striking was that his mother, Janice Combs, who's been with him his whole life, flew up from Florida to be with him, as did most of his children, in a show of support. Sean Combs' son, Christian, known professionally as King Combs, held his grandmother's hand as they left the courthouse with his other siblings.
We want to hear from you. Anything you want to say at this point.
Judge Arun Subramanian acknowledged that his mother, Janice Combs, came from Florida for her son, and that his kids also traveled to be in the same courtroom with him. Combs' attorney, Anthony Rico, sat by his side throughout the proceeding.
Diddy's next court date is December 18th, 2024. This date is a significant milestone in the unfolding saga, possibly influencing the course of Diddy's legal fights and the implications for his future as he now navigates these challenges. The legal proceedings in the wake of his September arrest and the serious allegations he faces are expected to see significant developments, and this court session may offer additional insights into the case and Diddy's legal strategy going forward as both the prosecution and defense prepare for this pivotal moment. The stakes are still high, and the people will be closely watching the proceedings. As the excitement for this appearance grows, many people are speculating about what discoveries might surface.
Now, a date of December 18th was set for the next status conference. For now, Combs is back at MDC. He's been denied bail twice. His last hope of getting out before that May 2025 trial date beginning is for the appeals court to reverse the bail denial, and that could happen anytime within the next couple of weeks. We're live here in front of the courthouse.
What do you think of Diddy's latest court appearance? Do you think it will alter the trajectory of his legal disputes? Comment below.